Good evening. Welcome to Reiki Live. We are now live. My name is Kerri Wade, and I am an Usui Reiki Master Teacher in Gilbert, Arizona, which is just outside of Phoenix if you're coming from somewhere else. I am also a Karuna Reiki practitioner, as well as a hypnotherapist and an advanced I Am Yoga Nidra facilitator. So that's a little bit about what I do. I've got some other stuff in there, but I am going to be giving out some Reiki tonight. So thank you for being here. First of all, if you want to share this live on your Facebook page or with any groups that you belong to, I would appreciate it very, very much. And you can even host a watch party if you just hit share. And then I think it comes up, it gives you an option to do a watch party or just share to your page. I really, really appreciate you doing that. That gets more eyes on us and brings more Reiki to more people. So if you're new to Reiki, you are in for a wonderful treat. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Glinda. And Reiki is a healing energy. It is actually, the translation is universal life force energy. And since it is an energy and everything is energy, we can do this by distance. We don't have to be in person. It does not have to be hands-on. And so it's sort of like, connecting on the internet with our Wi-Fi, or connecting by cell phone, or hearing music when you turn on your car radio and tune it to a station. Basically, we do the very same thing with Reiki, where I'm just tuning into your frequencies and transmitting out this beautiful energy that is not my energy, but as I said, it's a universal life force energy, and I'm just a channel for it. So, hi, Deb. Hi, who do I got there? Oh, Rayanne, hello, hello. Hi, Day. Thank you for being here tonight. So please share this out as we get started here. And, we're just going to pretty much jump into it. I'm not going to do a meditation tonight. We're just going to do some straight up Reiki. I think a lot of people are feeling very anxious, a lot of anxiety going on, a lot of fear going on, a lot of uncertainty. People losing their jobs, losing their income, having to homeschool children, having to put up with their husbands all day. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. Hi, Mark. And hi, Karen. Welcome. And so, our lives have changed drastically in the last couple of months. And so, my mother and I, we are still sheltering in place. I'm still doing all of my sessions distance, remotely, and we can connect over Zoom or phone as well. And the one thing I really like about doing the remote Reiki is that I tend to go into a little deeper trance when I do it and pick up more things while doing Reiki. And the benefit for the client is also that they can just roll over and go to sleep afterwards. They don't have to get up and drive. Isn't that beautiful? Reiki is a smart energy, we say, and I'm going to expand on that just a little bit tonight. We call it a smart energy because it goes where it's needed the most. And what I mean by that is that Reiki goes to the underlying issues, okay? So it's not like, if you skin your knee, you put a Band-Aid on it and, that's all you do to treat it. Sometimes you might need a little antibiotic in there. You might need, Neosporin or something like that. And so it's not always going to heal just by itself. Sometimes there's something underlying that we need to work with as well. So, hi, Jessica. Thank you for being here. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for being here. And so anyway, Reiki goes to the source of whatever it is, the underlying issue. So although you may have an intention to receive Reiki for healing, like on a certain physical condition or perhaps an emotional thing that you're going through, just to relieve your anxiety or relieve depression, for example, you may think it's for that one specific thing, but there may be other things that are underlying. There may be other things that are actually the source of the issue. So that is where Reiki goes. That's where it starts the healing from. And so even though you may come for one thing, you might find big shifts happening for you in other areas, not just what your original intention for Reiki was. That's the beauty of it. Reiki never does harm, so it's always safe to do that. So anyway, thank you for being here. We're just going to kind of jump into it. I'm going to see if I get my thing turned on here. I'm going to have just a little bit of music in the background tonight. And oh, I love this facial recognition stuff, you know. Looking for you. I'm right here. Hello. So anyway, I'm just going to have a little music on. And the last song that will be on here is one that you really should listen to. And you won't be able to hear it on here very well because it'll be very quiet. But it's called The Great Bell Chant. And you can Google it or look for it on YouTube or on Spotify. But it's really an amazing piece, and it's one that I love to just meditate to, just all by itself. So all you have to do is make yourself comfortable. Get in a comfortable place. If you are someplace you can sit and be quiet for a few minutes, I would highly encourage that. This is your time. This is your time to unwind and just receive and let go of your thoughts for a little bit. Let go of whatever it is that might be weighing on you or causing you any kind of stress. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jonesy. Jessica Jonesy. Good to see you guys. So anyway, come on in, sit, get comfortable. And I would encourage you just to close your eyes if you're in a place that you can do so safely. Just quiet your mind. Just take this time, setting an intention just to receive. Just to be here, be present for yourself. When receiving Reiki, different people feel different things. Some people are very sensitive to energy and they will feel the energy moving in their body. Even people who are not always sensitive to energy or are new to that will feel the energy moving in their body. Sometimes you might feel different temperatures. You might feel some numbing or some tingling. The most amazing thing though is just the relaxation, the just letting go. And the whole premise with Reiki really is that we get our bodies and our minds into a place of very deep relaxation. And when we can do that, our body has everything it needs to heal itself. So, Reiki works, Reiki works on all levels. It works on the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual level. It starts from the spiritual level. That's that underlying causes. We don't even have to know what it is that is off with us. Maybe you just feel like something's not right, that you're just kind of out of sorts, that you feel stuck. You just don't feel like you're yourself, or you can't focus, having a hard time making decisions, having a hard time motivating yourself. We don't even have to know what it is that's causing it, because Reiki will know. At the end of this half hour, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to show you a little Reiki symbol and technique that you can use to switch yourself. You can use to switch wherever you are, or to disconnect from a feeling or a thought that you suddenly realize you were in, that you don't want to be in. It's a Reiki symbol called Raku, and I will show that to you and how to use it. And I'm also going to be pulling a postcard from Spirit for all of us. Beautiful messages. And these oracle cards from Colette Baron Reed. I don't know how well my camera is catching it, but if you see me making different motions with my hands, these are different Reiki symbols that we use as practitioners. Typically, you learn the symbols in Reiki 2, second level Reiki. And then if you do other types of Reiki, other than the traditional Usui method, you learn different symbols. As I mentioned, I am both an Usui Reiki Master Teacher and a Karuna Reiki practitioner. And Karuna Reiki is just a really, really beautiful, gentle, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin type of energy. That is very healing. It's very good at healing even like early childhood traumas and past life issues. It can heal generational issues. And it does so in a very loving and gentle manner. It's very nurturing. One way that you can recognize energy is moving. If you're not feeling it directly in your body, is sometimes you'll have little movements of your body. Hiccups are common. Yawns are common. Little body jerks, tics, things like that. You know, when you have those little dreams when you're falling asleep and you think you step off a curb and you lose your balance, that how your body just twitches. That's energy. It's energy moving through and releasing. I believe we do a lot of energy work in our sleep. Do a lot of work with our higher self. That was my dog snoring. Sorry if you heard that. He's releasing energy too. That's another way. Groans and moans. Reiki energy can also be called in for things and situations. Whether you're trying to manifest something like a new relationship, or a new job, a car, a house, we can use Reiki for manifestation. A lot of times we block ourselves from the things that we want the most. We don't do it consciously. We don't do it on purpose. I have found that the best way is to just put out into the universe what it is you are wanting to manifest. And then here's the really, really hard part. You have to surrender it. Give it up. Turn it over. Let it go. Let the universe go to work for you. There's so much that can be done only in our undoing, our non-doing. We try to make things happen by doing more and thinking more. And when we just give them up and not do anything, we can bring about amazing things. Neighbor's dog is barking now. Hey, buddy. When I started doing Reiki, or as I got more into my Reiki practice on a full-time basis, I asked my guides to show me what's happening in my client's body, or if there's something that I should recognize that's going on. Maybe where some aches and pains are, some blockages. Sometimes it's like an emotion or something. I just asked my guides to help me to recognize that. And I probably should have stated it differently, because what happened is I typically feel in my body something that's happening in my client's body. And that's not always a good thing, I've discovered. It works. It works. And sometimes it's kind of confusing. And I'm kind of, I'm like, I don't know what this is all about. But when I tell my client what it was that I was experiencing, they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's from blah, 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 blah. So it works. If you see me like taking some breaths or clearing some space around me, it's just stuff that I'm feeling, energy that I'm feeling moving through my body on behalf of somebody who is on our live tonight. And it's okay. I'm just helping to release that energy for them. So before I started my live tonight, I was guided to work through a little bit of a grounding exercise with you. And so right now, I would just invite you, wherever you are, whether you're sitting or you're lying down or you're standing, just allow yourself to connect to the earth. You can visualize this. For me, what I like to do is just feel myself getting real steady and very connected to the earth. You can imagine roots going down from your feet into the earth, connecting deep within Mother Gaia. Grounding is a great thing to do whenever you feel kind of off kilter, or you know how we just do things kind of automatically without paying attention to what we're doing. And we may trip or stumble or have a fall or mess something up. And we know it's just because we weren't present. Our minds were off in la la land. That's a great indication that it's time to ground. And just by stopping, taking some deep breaths, and feeling those roots go down and feeling yourself getting really solid and grounded in Mother Earth, you can bring your focus back where it needs to be. It's very centering. The other thing I was guided to do before we started this tonight is just connecting to our heart space. Sometimes it helps to put your hand on your heart just to help you focus on that. And I would just invite you to breathe love into that space. All the love maybe that you give to a partner or a spouse or an animal or your children, your parents. Just breathe that love into your own heart space. Like the universe is reflecting it all back to you. Let that love open that heart space. Sometimes we have to allow ourselves to become a little bit vulnerable, as frightening as it can feel. Just allow that space to open and accept the love flowing into it. And when you feel like it's just so full of love, go ahead and send some of that love out to those in your life that you know need that love. People, loved ones, pets, your community, Mother Earth. Share that love. And just watch it become a two-way street. Just watch it like circulate, coming out, coming in. And let that space just be open. Like to learn more about Reiki or any of the other techniques I do, you can go to my website, which is just kerriwade.com. There's videos on there. There are links to different articles on Reiki and different uses of Reiki. There's information about Yoga Nidra, what it is, what it does. It's a meditation technique. There's information about online Reiki classes, hypnotherapy, BQH, which is Beyond Quantum Healing, energy transfer resets. Of course, you can always message me or email me or text me if you have any questions, would like to know more. I'm starting to play the one I was telling you about, called the Great Bell Chant. It's a beautiful chant for where we are right now, bringing love and acceptance and healing to ourselves, to our planet.
May the sound of this bell penetrate deep into the cosmos. Even in the darkest spots, living beings are able to hear it clearly, so that all suffering in them cease, understanding come to their heart, and they transcend the path of sorrow and death. The universal Dharma door is already open. The sound of the rising tide is heard clearly. The miracle happens. A beautiful child appears in the heart of the lotus flower. One single drop of this compassionate water is enough to bring back the refreshing spring to our mountains and peoples. Listening to the bell, I feel the afflictions in me begin to dissolve. My mind calm, my body relaxed. A smile is born on my lips. Following the sound of the bell, my breath brings me back to the safe island of mindfulness. In the garden of my heart, the flowers of peace bloom beautifully.
I love that chant. You know, one thing I would like to do at some point is to go through and write down the different parts of that chant. Some parts, some of the lines in it, it took me a while to figure out what he was saying, to understand it. And it's like, it came to me at the right time when I needed to hear those words. You know how that happens? And also, the way I found this song is, actually, I didn't find this. It found me. I have a couple of different playlists that I use when I'm with clients and doing Reiki. And typically, they're the solfeggio frequencies that I use, which are healing frequencies of sound. And about maybe a year and a half ago, when I was with a client, towards the end of our session, the Great Bell Chant came on, and it wasn't on my playlist. I'd never heard it before. And, you know, I'm just starting to wrap up the Reiki session. I'm like, this has happened on more songs than this one. I'm just like, what the hell is that? Where did that come from? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. And I was kind of like freaked out a little bit because I didn't know what it was or what it was saying really at that point. And there was just something about it, though. It just felt so peaceful. And it was just a really strange experience. And I've had that happen with other songs or like affirmations that like pop in all of a sudden. It's like, where'd that come from? I've never heard this before in my life. So, you know, Spirit does those things. When you set your intentions to let the energy just move through you and do what it needs to do, God works in mysterious ways. That's all I can say. So now, let's do a couple more things. Let's do Raku and a postcard from Spirit. So Raku. And I'm stealing this idea from Casey Miller, who did it on one of her lives recently, where she taught the meaning of Raku. And I thought, that is brilliant. Why don't we share that more? So thanks, Casey, for doing that. Of course, it's a symbol I've used for a long time because it is a Reiki symbol. But anybody can use it. So Raku is basically a slash mark, just like a lightning bolt, right? You can do this with your hand. And what it is, when I use it, is when I finish my Reiki session and I have cleared out the debris and stuff from around my client, and I have sealed their energy back up, I take a step back, I do Raku to separate my energy from their energy at that point. And it is something, though, that can be used to separate from anything. And so I loved how Casey shared that, you know, if you're like in a thought cycle that is not a thought cycle you want to have, or perhaps you've kind of gone into a little bit of the doldrums or got stuck on an emotion, use the Raku symbol to separate yourself from it. So do the slash and say, it's like a way to say, stop, that's done, I'm separating from that. And what a great mental thing that is to do, because we're so creative with our thoughts and our energy. And so I thought that was really brilliant when she shared that. So I wanted to share that with you. So practice with it. Seriously, it's just a lightning bolt. You can Google Raku, R-A-K-U, I believe it is, R-A-K-U. Just Google it, and you'll see a picture of the symbol. Very simple symbol to do. And very meaningful. So these are the postcards from Spirit. This is a deck by Colette Baron Reed. Ooh, that just went all over the floor. And I just kind of have them separated out, the ones that we've done recently from the ones we haven't done recently, because I've gone through this deck a couple of times with these lives. And so now they're on the floor, so they're really well mixed up. These are just a beautiful message that I love to end with on our weekly live sessions. So just listen. Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Ooh. Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you toward joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever Spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to Spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. That's beautiful. Surrender, there's that word again, right? My favorite. You guys are here every week. You know what it is. Let go, let God. That's surrender. So practice surrender this week, huh? See how that works. Separate yourself from it. Use Raku and surrender whatever it is that you're trying to call in, or whatever you feel like you need in that moment. Just put it out there. Let go. Don't ruminate on it. Don't keep thinking about it. Don't be looking for how it's going to show up in your life. Let go and trust. And you will be amazed by what happens. I promise you, you will. So, again, my name is Kerri Wade. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm sending you peace and blessings. I will see you in probably 2 weeks. I'm trying to do these every other Tuesday. So, but you never know. I might hop on next week. Never know with me. So, anyway, stay alert. If you're not following my page, please do so. Just on Facebook, you can just search Kerri Wade Healing, all one word, and that will take you to my page. So sign up for the notifications so that when I send one out, you'll get that. Okay? Peace and blessings. I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.